Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams, and I am going to make a delicious one-pot fried taco skillet today. The girls wanted tacos, but we are out of our spinach, and so we don't have the green that we want for our tacos. So we're gonna have a fried taco skillet instead, and this uses peppers and cabbage as the vegetables. We have 2 pounds of ground beef. And I want to know in the comments if you like tacos. Put tacos in the comments. This is like a taco bowl, kind of like a taco bowl, and it's super delicious. So 1-pot meals, if you like 1-pot meals, put 1 pot in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, heart, share this video. My husband just got home. He might photobomb the video. We will see if he shows up. Behind me, or not in front of me, but behind me. The girls are helping prep the food for cooking it in exchange for me emptying the dishwasher for them. And it is a new challenge. Hello, Dawn. Hello. I am going to add half of my seasoning to the meat and then the other half to everything once all the veggies are in here. So I am adding 1 teaspoon of each of these seasonings, spices, and I will tell you what those are in one moment after I get this open. Let me see if I can. We got our dishwasher today. Well, it was going to be installed today, but Delaware and 1-pot, awesome, and tacos, awesome, Don. But unfortunately, when they took it out of the box, the brand new dishwasher had dust all over it. Like white dust all over it, and they said it probably would not be advisable to install it because it had dust inside and outside of it, and that wasn't a good option. So now we have to wait again, which is okay, but frustrating. But we'll be okay because the other one still works. It just doesn't work very well. Okay, I'm looking for my teaspoon that I moved. Here it is. So we're doing a teaspoon of each of these spices, and I have garlic powder. You can use a, let's see, this is 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, which is equivalent to 1 tablespoon of minced garlic or 6 cloves of garlic. We're using a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of chili powder, and, okay. I want to make sure that I'm telling you the right of this other, a teaspoon of that, oh, and a teaspoon of, what is it called? Comino, which is in English is cumin. A teaspoon of cumin. So you can add the garlic or not, that will be optional. But a teaspoon of cumin, and then 1 teaspoon of pink salt, which Soraya just did the grinding of. 1 teaspoon of pink salt. All right, so now we're gonna get all of this cooking, and then we're gonna add the veggies, and then let everything saute, and add 1 more ingredient. So this is amazing. The girls did a lot of help to be able to cut up all the peppers and the cabbage and shred the cheese. So there's 2 ingredients that will be optional in this dish. 1 is at the very end when you serve it, and 1 is right now with the garlic. So tell me, garlic, if you would add garlic to your tacos, your taco skillet. And I call it a skillet because it is like frying it, well, not really frying it, but in all of this, in like a big frying pan in 1 pot. All right, so while this is cooking is a great time for you to cut your veggies, but I'm not sure I would have finished it on time if I did that with you. So I'm gonna show you our veggies that the girls just cut up. So we have a head of cabbage cut up. We have 3 bell peppers cut up. We had 2 of the same color. And then we have 4 eggs that are beaten.
I don't know how to put this in.
And we just finished emptying the compost that Soraya did. which is a yucky job. So she does it well. If you compost, I would love to know. We didn't used to compost, and we don't personally compost, but our city provides us with a compost bucket and a compost like trash bin, and they come up once a week to pick that up. Tell me in the comments if you compost, or if you personally compost, or if your city composts. Dawn, you would add garlic. Awesome. Dawn would add garlic. All right, this is getting closer to cooking. I want to get it almost all the way cooked, no red, because once the cabbage is in there, it's a lot harder to make sure that it's getting all the way cooked, and I don't want to eat the raw meat. So I'm almost there. So you're telling me several things if you're hopping on for the first time. You're telling me if you like tacos, put tacos. If you like one pot meals, put one pot. If you like garlic in your tacos, put garlic. And if you compost in one form or fashion, put compost. Or tell me if you personally compost, like you dump it in your backyard or front yard or somewhere in a box, or if your city does that part for you. Our city does that. All right, we're getting closer. Closer, closer, closer. Like, share, heart this. If you have tried and liked any of my recipes so far, share them, save them, so that you can help me get the word out to more people. I am growing from the ground up on this page, and spent the last 6.5 years first, before this page, doing it in Spanish, and now I get to do it in English and expand even further, and I need your help to do so. So please help, and if I have added value and provided any amount of delicious food for you to eat, I would love for you to help me share it across the world. Because one day, there will be people from everywhere in the world watching and learning and eating healthier and having flavors that are inspired from all around the world. All right, I am feeling like this has almost no pink. It has a little bit, but that will get cooked, I'm sure. So I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients and the rest of the spices. So first I'm going to add all my veggies and mix them. So I'm going to add my peppers first. What colors would you use? Would you use only green? Would you use green and a couple other colors? Which colors would you use? We just happen to have 2 yellows and a red left. We always get like the combo of the colors, non-green colors, and then the girls like to eat them for lunch. And this is what we end up with.
I eat the orange ones first.
Oh, Zariah eats the orange ones first, she said.
I hear it.
All right, now I'm going to add the cabbage. And there is a lot of cabbage, and this is actually just even like a smallish, medium cabbage. So you do want as big of a pot as possible. If you don't have a really wide pot like this, use a deeper pot because you will need the space, like a deeper soup pot. This is the best, a wide like 18-20 inch pot if you have that. If you don't, then a deep soup pot will be the best. You just have to make sure you mix it well and continue to mix it here and there so that it can combine well. This is all going to start to reduce in size, which is great because I have more to add. All right. Then I have like a few more ingredients to add on top of this and the spices. And then we're done and just letting it do this. Ooh, a jalapeno too. That's right. I have jalapenos, but the girls can't handle them yet. So my husband and I add spiciness to our personal portions. So I will definitely be adding cayenne pepper to mine. I like the jalapenos cooked with this. So if you would add jalapeno to yours, or more than one jalapeno or habaneros. Tell me that in the comments. Dawn says she likes jalapenos. Okay, this is like super full. It will reduce. Now I'm going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. You could also use like 4 diced Roma tomatoes if you don't want to use a can of tomato sauce. It'll change the consistency slightly, but it still will be great. Or you could even make your own tomato sauce by using 4 tomatoes and just blending them. I actually should have done that today because I have several Roma tomatoes that need to be used. That would have been the best idea. Batiendo los jitomates en vez de la lata para hacer la salsa.
You can do that.
Yeah. Okay, now we've got our tomato part of our tacos. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. We're nearing the end of the recipe. Nearing the end. 1 tablespoon of avocado oil, and now I'm going to add the rest of my spices, and then I have 2 more ingredients. Yeah, 2 more ingredients to add. All right, so now it's again 1 teaspoon of each one. You can skip the second of garlic if you want, or you can just add more garlic like I'm going to. And 1 more teaspoon of cumin. 1 more teaspoon of paprika. 1 more teaspoon of chili powder. And then and then 1 more teaspoon of pink salt. And then we just have 2 more ingredients that are not spices. Let me get this well mixed. The challenge is not to spill it because it's so full. Not to create extra mess for my husband to clean up. You made cottage cheese bread yesterday. Ooh, and added diced jalapeno. That sounds amazing. Did you add it before you cooked it, Dawn? That sounds great. And Cheryl, you love garlic. Awesome. All right, now we're going to add our egg. So this is the fried part of this skillet. Sarai doesn't like eggs, but when eggs are cooked in things like this, she likes it, okay? So we're going to add our 4 beaten eggs. And then I'm going to start to mix it so it can start to get really well mixed. And I like to use a fondue fork to make beat my eggs. I feel like it gets it really beaten well. Yes, it is, Dawn. It is so delicious. Bless you. Bless you, bless you. All right, now once I get this mixed, I'm just going to let it saute until my cabbage is soft. So I'm going to put a timer on for 15 minutes and then check and make sure that it's soft. The last ingredient, you don't put it on until you serve it, which is shredded cheese.
Hey, lucky that was the only big piece in there.
I know. Only shredded, so the last piece is shredded cheese. Now that's optional. You can leave it or you can add it. If you would add cheese, tell me what you would add in the comments. If I was the only one eating this, I would add pepper jack cheese to mine. And we're gonna add cheddar cheese to ours. And that is it. So you can add cheese to taste. You can also add more salt, pink salt to taste after it's been cooking for a little longer, after this egg gets cooked through. And then habaneros, or blended together. Awesome. Habaneros. Or jalapenos. Or cayenne pepper. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what am I thinking? Okay. That's it. Here we go. We are done. I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm just going to let it saute. Add our cheese as we serve it. From my house to your kitchen. Let me show you first. From my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.